Oh, dear God. I am not expecting this. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, the card is not as horrible. Lena, thank you for the sub. You've been wasting 6 months of your life? Exactly, yes. Yes, you have. It's been a great waste of 6 months of your life. You know, imagine how much better you were 6 months ago than you started watching me, and things have just been downhill since then. So as long as Mismagius is in the active, if your opponent retreats or switches or whatever, or uses jet energy or surfing beach or surfer, the new active is confused. And handsomest, I knew I was going to get you with those ads. See, I knew I was going to masterfully bait you. And sex magic, you can drop to 6, so you just play judge and a bunch of stuff. But this card is not good. So yeah, we got the coin flip counter. Remind me that we have the coin flip counter because I'm going to forget. Wait, both of you subscribe with Prime? That's not very nice. You got to give me more money. Well, Festival Lead would win because Festival Lead gets rid of the confusion. So yeah, that'd be bad. Okay, so what I learned through testing is that you kind of need Bramblegast. So I might up this to like a 3/3. I put the sleep one just in case. Like maybe you can get a sleep at a point, but I mean, you got to play Bramblegast. I built other builds with, energy control. And did you know that there's a Florges that confuses your opponent's Pokemon? It's a boss and a confused. Did you know that? I didn't know this card existed. I don't think anyone knew this card existed. So this is, there was a card very similar to this a while ago. It was the Venusaur. I think it was a Venusaur that did the same thing. So yeah, I got Spied Opposite. We're just get ready, okay? The whole title of the YouTube video is Can I Win a Single Game? Can I win a single game with this piece of crap? And the stream will not end until I win. So that's the rule. That, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful that hopefully this game doesn't go for an entire 3 hours. No, this is going on the main channel. I'm going to make a main channel video just to show you how bad this deck is. Well, that's unfortunate. That none of these are what I want to start, but we do have the Lucian. And yeah, Dizzy, I know. Okay, we got Mega Venusaur. This is potentially really bad. Kelsey, thank you. We might actually... I did beat a Napoleon earlier. I was really worried I was going to lose to Napoleon, but we actually did win. So that was... I was like, oh man, I was really worried we were going to lose. And Gorgoroth, it's Black Friday. You got to be bi-curious about a lot of things. I'm bi-curious about a Kindle right now. I don't know if I want to buy a Kindle, because the books at my library, the pages are all sticky. So I don't like that. I want my screen to be sticky. I don't want the pages to be sticky. What's brown and sticky? A stick? I don't know. I can't remember the joke. Okay, so I just have to remember that we have the coin flip counter and we'll be fine. Well, you know what this means. Trust your pilot's gonna play Lucian. All right, everybody, this is the first coin flip of the day. We got the Lucian. We want to see heads. We want them to see tails. So I think it's me first. No, we sucked. We lose. Oh, actually, that's awesome. That's perfect. Oh, well, technically we did give them less cards. So wait, how do we prize the Cleffa? The one Pokemon we cannot prize in this situation is the Cleffa. Guess what we prized? We prized the Cleffa because of course we did. Why wouldn't we prize the Cleffa? That would have made way too much sense. I mean, I guess I just count it as, yeah, we're off to a great start. We get the worst possible flip with Lucian, and then we prize the Cleffa. Assuming there is a Cleffa in the list, because I built like 6 different lists of this deck. And yeah, my board is, this is peak. This is peak right here. This is Pikachu. Maybe they'll Ino me. Maybe we gave them nothing but an Ino and they'll be nice to me and they'll give me an Ino and it'll be perfect. But the 3/3 Brambleghast list, I think you want to have 3 Wondrous Patch. Zod, well, you don't think it's going to be tails on Lucian, heads for them on Lucian, and then give them a Lilies, and then I prize the Cleffa. Lena, you'd be surprised. Okay, so I have to give them just a Misdreavus and then Hope. But we'll double check. We'll make sure the list has the Cleffa, because this is the list with, I think I put 3 Lucian and 4 Harley Twin in the deck, just to really up the coin flips here. But yeah, I don't, it's kind of misleading with Lucian, because the tails and the heads are different than the heads and the tails that we want to see with confusion on Mismagius, so it's very tough to say. Okay, well, let's just attach that there. You know, we're going to lose to Venusaur. That's how you know a deck is bad, is when you lose to Venusaur. Because I'm not even sure if at this point I can even do it. I'm not even sure I can make a comeback at this point. Which is really, really bad. Because once you go down, I mean, if I top deck like a Lilies, right? If I top deck a Lilies, maybe I could... No, I can't even trap the Mew, because they can attack with the Mew, because they can just move the energy to it. Thank you! We gotta give you a thumbs up on that one. All right. We have a chance to play the game. We got Dizzying Valley, thank you. We have Harley Quinn. We gotta play the Harley Quinn. You know what I'm gonna do. You know we gotta play it. So if you don't know, Harley Quinn is just basically Lucian, except for 5 instead of 6. There's... one is put the cards on the bottom, the other one is just shuffle the full thing. What ace spec am I running? Probably Unfair Stamp. Wait, why are you retreating? Wait, what are you doing? This is bad. You don't want to be doing this. All right, okay. I think they don't realize what Mismagius does. I don't blame them, because Mismagius is trash. Okay, so I can 3-shot a Mega Venusaur. I can't even knock out a freaking Meganium, which is pathetic. Okay, so they're going to take a dump all over my face. I do enjoy that. They can't knock out my dude unless they, you know, get basic things going. Okay, so we go Dizzying Valley. We have an energy in the discard pile. That's fine. I go... Well, I think in this situation, because I don't want any of those cards in my hand. So in a different situation, yes, I would use Harley Twin. Harley Twin. Oh, wow, we got nothing. Thank you, PDCGL, for being so kind to me. All right, so we confuse them. Not that it actually matters. I guess I have to get the Psyduck, because we have to believe in the heart of the cards right now. All right, so that goes there. You have a 2 retreat cost? Why? All right, then we just need an Ultra Ball or a Mismagius. Oh, we got the Mismagius, baby. So this is the reason why you're okay, you know, sucking huge butts. You know, the biggest butts are there for sucking, and the reason you don't mind is because you can drop to 6. And we got the Lucian, and we got the Harlequin. All right, but they have to flip tails like 3 times on their Mega Venusaur, and that's not good. And luckily, everyone is fully evolved on their side. We do have to hope for lots of tails, though. That is the downside to this deck, is if they don't flip tails like 3 times, okay, that's fine. Then I don't think they know that the new active is also affected. I don't think they realize that. So if we can just run them out of energy, we might win. That is the strategy of a different build. Is, you know, I do things like, oh god, please flip tails. And actually, if they flip tails twice on Ogerpon, that's great for us. But I have other strategies where it's like you try to trap somebody with Maractus after running them out of energy. Tails. Tails. Yes! Okay. That's our first confusion flip of the day, baby. And I guess Pokemon League HQ makes sense just to at least bump their Forest of Vitality. It doesn't really change a whole lot here. The question is, do I start building up Mew EX? How many wonders pack? I'm down 0 wonders packed. Okay, so I'll put 1 energy on Mew. I'll put 1 energy on you, and I do want to get rid of this guy, so we'll put the air balloon there. All right, so which one's more funny? I can go Lucian or Harlequin. I think let's do Harlequin. We did Lucian first. Let's do Harlequin this time. So we want to see heads. Well, actually, we don't care. I don't care if it's tails. I just want them to get tails. Ooh, we got the airy. Wait, what? Oh, so that's different. Okay, I didn't realize how different that was. Okay, so you only flip 1 coin with Harlequin. That makes sense. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Just let me update the counter here. I didn't realize. I thought it was like Lucian. So you flip 1 coin, whereas Lucian, each player flips a coin. With this guy, both players, or sorry, you flip 1 coin for both players. So if heads, you draw 5 and they draw 3. So we've failed on both Lucian and Harlequin so far. Great. We failed on both so far. Well, that, yeah. Who could have guessed that my coin flip luck is terrible? Who could have ponderificated such a thing? Yeah, it's kind of misleading with the coin flips and stuff, because it just is. All right, so we have everything we need. So let's go airy. Oh my god, how do you not have anything? All right, and then we go play with our balls, get rid of you and you. Go get the pheasant skibbity. I'm pretty sure they can just win next turn with a bosses though, right? Actually, does that do? I don't think that does anything. let's get rid of this guy. I don't think that guy does anything. You know, I'm very heavily contemplating cutting that thing anyway. All right, so we go Strange Timepiece on the Bramblegast. The evolution will come out of nowhere for no reason. Oh, wait, why didn't I? Oh, I made an oopsie. Trust your pilot made an oopsie. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, God, I hate this end stream, by the way. I took a neutral stance on the tweet, but this is horrible. This is trash. And we were going to lose anyway, because they could have just retreated. They could have bossed and then retreated, and then we were screwed. So there is no Cleffa. Okay, so we didn't prize the Cleffa because there was no Cleffa. So let's get rid of this Mismagius, and then we go Cleffa down. Get that guy in there. All right, so now we're in there. Now we are in business. All right, so Ultra Beast Kyogre. And what do you mean what's with all the balloons? It's the Balloon Festival. How could you not know it's the Balloon Festival? It's the thing most synonymous with Pokemon. How could you not know? Obviously, like, it's the Balloon Festival until the end of the year. Like, obviously, the Balloon Festival. When you think of Pokemon, you think Balloon Festival. How could you think of anything else when you see Balloon Festival? That's just so weird. Huge beard guy. What do you mean, what's with the balloons? Oh my god. Oh no, it's Golden Go. Oh no. Carries. Oh, it's Oshawott. Sorry, I didn't see it. For some reason, it didn't pop up for me, but I'm pretty sure it's Oshawott. And there we go. We got unfair stamp. Okay, so it's Golden Go. Golden Go Wood is a fine matchup. I think it's fine. I think I can beat off a Golden Go player. I think it's possible. All right, so let's go Air Balloon, and then we're going to believe in the heart of the cards here. We probably shouldn't believe in the heart of the cards. Should we believe in... We're going to believe in the heart of the cards, everybody. Press 1 if you want to believe in the heart of the cards. Lucian, give me heads, give them tails. Me heads, them tails. Lucian, we believe in you, buddy. Me head. Oh, God. And then them tails? Them tails? Okay, at least they flip tails. And we got nothing. Hey, at least they got tails as well. Maybe they got nothing going on, but of course we probably gave them a golden go on Decipher Maniac. Oh, we actually gave them nothing. That's nuttier than a professor. All right, so let's go get the Cleffa. We get Cleffa and Bramblin. Pretty easy decision. We're not going to go for the Zerosic quite yet. I don't think we use the Harlequin either. Because the only way we're winning this game, clearly, is if things go our way, and things are not going to go our way. Now, if things do happen to go our way, the way that you play this matchup is that... Okay, that's a little unfortunate. Huh. Okay, so let's put the Mismagius into play. I'm going to play with my balls. But what I was trying to say is that the way you play this matchup is that you don't put more than Mismagius into play if you can avoid it. So you just want to have your Mismagius down. Because if you think about it, they're going to boss your other double prize. Where the hell's all my energy? Mr. Low Elo Boy, I told you, the reason for the balloons, and they're not stupid, by the way, the balloons are quite cool. Okay, we got the Dizzying Valley, so let's go Brambleghast. Let's hit into them with the confusion there. And we're not going to put the Mr. Evis down. I think I just go... Yeah, we're going to go Gravity Gemstone on here. I mean, I think let's just hit him with the Zerosic. I know that we're going to need that later, but I think just hitting them with the Zerosic now... No, I'm trying to attack. There's 8 energy in the deck. There's Earthen Vessel. But yeah, the balloon... What do you mean? The Balloon Festival. Everyone knows that balloon festivals are what Pokemon is absolutely known for. If you think of, you know, what is the thing most synonymous with Pokemon? It's a balloon festival. All right, they're playing with their Dong. I always enjoy it when my opponent plays with their Dong. Okay, so they lost an air balloon and a bosses. We're in not a great spot. We're in not the best spot. Wait, it's not a Tuesday, it's a Thursday, because there was football today. Yeah, they lost 2 boss, which doesn't really matter if they play 4. All right, so I think we're fine. All right, let's go Ultra Ball away that and Harley Quinn. We're going to go get another Bramblin. All right, see, these are the kinds of games you have to expect with this deck. And then, I mean, they got nothing. They got nothing going on. I don't want to give them more cards. I just need an energy and a thing. No, oh my God, just give me a playable card, bro. Oh man, this is rough over here. I should have attached that energy, but I was really thinking we were going to get one of our Wonders patch. Clearly, yeah, this is better than the Eevee's Parade. You know, it's been almost a year. It's been 10, I think it's been more than, it's been like 10 and a half months. Yeah, I had an energy, but I thought I was going to get the Wonders patch and then we were going to do the thing. All right, so my strategy, my strategy is to just bring up like the thing and then do the thing, or I can just hit into the Golden Go and, you know, do 150 and then just let them win the game. I should have been more aggressive, right? Because at a certain point, they're going to have a bajillion cards, and that would have been the perfect time to just hit them with the Zerosic, like when they have... Well, they probably would have kept 3 superiors, but still, it would have been perfect to hit them with the Zerosic at the right time. And this isn't the handheld fan build. I do have a handheld fan build, which would be obviously great against Golden Go. So, of course, we don't have that. Okay, so they're going to keep drawing a bunch of cards. I have Brambleghast, which is good. Now, we have to... Hey, see, I told you we'd get it. You didn't believe me. You know, I believed in the heart of the cards, but you didn't believe in me. Okay, so we confuse them. We put the Misdreavus down. Which one puts them on the bottom? It's Lucian. Yeah, Lucian puts the cards on the bottom. All right, so I want heads, or if I get tails, I just want a freaking energy. That's it. Give me heads, give them tails. Oh my god, just give me an energy then. Oh my... Oh, this game is great. Okay, again, they got tails, but what the hell, PDCGL? I just need an energy. It is the easiest thing in the world. Just give me an energy. I could have retreated and, you know, forced them to flip through confusion, but come on, bro. All right, so that's 7 tails to 2 heads. Yeah, apparently all of my energy is prized. But I think if you go to the known issues page for PDCGL, they still list a fix for incoming, an incoming fix for the missing EV deck boxes. And it's like, shouldn't that have been fixed like years ago? And it's like, no, we forgot. We forgot to give everyone who missed the EV deck boxes free stuff. Okay, we got this. They're not going to get what they need. Wait, why are they playing Pokegear? That's not allowed. Okay, maybe they're out of air balloon. Maybe they don't have a third air balloon. Maybe it's prized. Question mark. Because, you know, I didn't get my strange dime piece. We have both of our Bramblegast evolved up. No, this is better than Wheezing. Because it's not going to go as terribly as the Wheezing. You know, check out the VODs channel if you haven't subscribed to that. But, like, I have Airy, I have Zerosic. The only thing that's missing to help against the Golden Go matchup is the Toedscruel. But, God, this is your typical Mismagius game. As long as they can't retreat. But then it's like, well, what do? I still have to top deck an energy or something. Oh, wait, they just passed? Interesting decision. Okay, their strange timepiece. Then I think we just have to, you know, put the Mismagius up front and force them to flip through the confusion and be like, well, here you go, bro. We're flipping coins. And Poser, it's almost like they introduced a new trainer trials format to allow us to have specialty formats, and they could have allowed us to do draw 13, place your 6 prizes. And instead, they just decided to give us GLC for 5 weeks and call it a day. It's like, hey, we could introduce cool new formats, or you just get GLC for 5 weeks and we give you a free colorless GLC deck that is now in your collection. All right, you got it. Oh, wait, hang on. Do they have to? No, I think unless PDCGL breaks, they don't have to get rid of the energy first, right? And there's the Turo. So that's the only downside is Turo to this deck, is if they play Turo, that doesn't activate Mismagius' ability. Coin flip first? Okay, yeah. I was like, unless PDCGL broke, then the coin flip is first, and then if the attack goes through. Okay, so they will knock out my active, because of course, ooh, we can get the magenta card glitch. So the first one is the back, and then there you go. That's how you do it. If you're ever wondering how do you activate the glitch, well, the first one, it'll be the card without a thing, and then you get the magenta glitch. Because again, PDCGL is such a well-made game. Why do you keep seeing Lucario with Iron Hands? Because Lucario can power up anybody. Lucario can give anybody 3 energy, so it's like, you know, why not put in Ogre Pond? Why not put in Iron Hands? Well, I think it's safe to say this is not going in the YouTube video because Lucian screwed us over. It's all Lucian's fault. Wait, what? Oh my god, how do we still have nothing? Alright, well, I bet you don't have another Turo. How is this like the first Golden Go deck to just not have it like that? I mean, they're down 1 superior. If I can just hit him with the perfect Airy. And Lena, no, I've seen the card bleed. So if you checked out that tweet where I showed off the end screen balloons, which, oh my god, they just look so stupid. It's like, it's confetti with balloons. It's like the confetti was stupid. Now the balloons are stupid. Just fix the game. Stop adding unnecessary things. Oh my god, they have another Turo. This is getting a little annoying here. All right, well, again, if we can just get an area at the perfect time, we can make them lose their superiors and just win the game from there. But I think even if we win this game... Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, the first goal in your list to play 4 Turo. No, like, I'm just saying, like, I've seen the card bleed, but no, it's the blank card where the art doesn't print. And instead of the front of the card, it's the back of the... It's so stupid. I mean, this is one of the games of all time. I take it they don't have the KO. Oh, we got it. We can finally play the game, everybody. Rejoice. And fall to your knees. All right, here we go. We're doing some sex magic. We're going to 2-shot this golden go. It's going to be great. Oh, but yeah, just golden go is... It's a winnable matchup. I would say golden go is a winnable matchup. It just, again, it depends on coin flips and them not having 2 freaking Turo. And huge beard guy, that happened to me when I played... The last time I played TCG Live on mobile... that's what happened, is where I just couldn't see any of the cards. It was just the card backs and not even any text. It was just, you just had the cards and some of the cards were highlighted to be able to work. Because again, super well-made game. I say this all the time. PTCGL, one of the greatest games of all time. But I think that's the last time I played on mobile, and that was like a year and a half ago, because I don't play on mobile. You know, maybe I played on mobile to get some footage for the 6 things to do first video or whatever. Mahone not only tweeted, but Mahone tweeted about PTCGL? What? And, oh, I can't tell if he's being sarcastic about the whole Sun and Moon On format. Because remember, it's not true GLC. It's not true Gym Leader Challenge. It's fake Gym Leader Challenge. And chlamydia, you know it. Oh, geez. Okay, they're going to make it rain. They got the stupid Vitality band, because of course they did. That's 60. Okay, get rid of 1. Wait, they only have 5 cards left. Hang on. Can we win this one? Can we just, you know, whip their deck out or something? Okay. So we got Wondrous Patch. We're taking the knockout. Yeah, we'll go Retreat. And let's Harley Twin. Let's see what happens. We're going to Harley Twin. Maybe they'll have to do something here. Okay, again with the tails. That... Okay, well, we got the strange timepiece. That's good. We got the strange timepiece. That's one nice thing. We can't re-evolve, which is unfortunate. Let's put the Azelf into play. And yeah, we'll I think we'll attach to the... We have to attach the Misdreavus, I think. And then we go Sex Magic. I will update the coin flip counter in a second. Ooh, we have Unfair Stamp, which is counterintuitive to this matchup. But we took our first knockout 15 minutes into the game. Everybody, we're in there. We are so in there right now. It only took 15 minutes, but we took a knockout. And Never Gonna Let Me Down already did it. Are you saying you're not following Trust Your Pilot on Twitter? Because I'll probably post about all 12 of the daily deals as long as I don't forget. So just, yeah, please post on the subreddit or the Discord. Okay, again, you might whip your deck out here. So in this instance, how do I twerk this out? Because we're assuming they're going to take a knockout of the Mismagius. Yeah, and then what do I do? Do I bosses the Lucario, or do I bosses the Fez? Or do we just hard the cards it? No, Lena, it's still a great deal. So YouTube audience, it'll be too late by the time you see this. Unless I upload the video tonight. Unless I'm feeling spicy and I upload the video tonight. It's 8 packs for 100 toilet paper. Whereas 1 pack is normally 200. So it's 8 packs for 100. It's like it's 13 trainer points for a pack versus 200. Gold? What? This isn't TCG Pocket. What? Get out of here. Everyone shame the TCG Pocket player. Boo, TCG Pocket players. This is TCG Live country. And talk a lot because in Canada, we do Thanksgiving when it makes sense, when it's not snowing everywhere. You know, we do Thanksgiving right. We do it in October, a month after everyone's back in school, and then it's another break because, you know, kids don't need to learn these days. Well, then why'd you call it gold, Lena? Huh? See? See? I got you there. It's called, they're called trade credits, Lena. Let me explain something to you. They're called trade credits. All right, so we have a small chance of winning. Are they out of their superiors, though? They have one superior. They think they're safe. They think they're safe, but they're never safe from Trust Your Pilot. When Trust Your Pilot is near, no one's safe. Oh, I need a Mismagius here real bad. I need some way to get a Mismagius. Please tell me there's one in the deck. Oh, cool. I have 0 chance of winning the game now. Oh, great. Okay, well, yeah. Let's just bosses this guy and unfair stamp because we can't win anymore. God, just all that for nothing. So I think I forgot to put a lot of stuff in here. All right, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. You know, we're gonna get down to the underneath the 1400s. It's totally fine. We're gonna cut the stupid shaman. We're gonna cut the. We got 2 and 2. So do I have a super rod or is it just a? Oh, I don't even have anything. So we have 2 strange timepiece, Harlequin, lead. I think we get rid of the lead HQ. So we have a super rod, ultra ball, 2 earthen vessel, 2 strange timepiece, 3 of course we prized the Mismagius that we needed. We have Ares Erosic. How many bosses? We have 2 bosses, so I think we want more counter catcher, and then I can like Palpad, or I guess just like 3 ultra ball. No, we'll put a night stretcher in here. We'll put a butt scratcher in here. There we go. Okay, this will be the last one with this build. Because, you know, my sanity is failing right now. All right, infected. They should probably get tested for that. I think, so based on my testing, low punny is a good matchup. Low punny seems like a decent matchup for this deck because they're constantly switching and they can't evolve after they switch. So if we see low punny, that's pretty good as long as I don't prize my side deck. And again, just coin flips. That's all it is. And we'll play the Japanese list after this one. So in Japan, there was a list that, the only list that ever did anything, by the way. There was one list in Japan that won something, and it was a 3-3 list. All right, so this is a decent start as long as we don't lose. Well, this isn't great. Oh, never mind. Okay, so we go attach. I guess I put the Bramblin? No, yeah, just in case. Just in case. We'll go Dizzying Valley. We'll go end turn. We'll just play all the cards. Unfortunately, you may notice something wrong with this picture here, is that Mismagius is weak to dark. I faced so much Charizard playing in casual because I didn't want to, you know, tank my ranking before the stream. I wanted to do that during the stream. So much damn Charizard. Well, I mean, this isn't the worst thing. If they can't read, we might actually be okay. If they can't read, we can actually win this game because yes, I would like to draw cards. I don't need 3 Wonders Patch, PDCGL. Because if they evolve into Charizard first to get the retreat on the Fez, then the Charizard will be confused. They have to retreat the Fez first. Oh, okay, now we're great. So the way that Mismagius' ability works is if they retreat the Fez and then they go into the Charmeleon or the Charizard, then the new active will be confused. So they have to evolve. They have to retreat first and then evolve and also bump the Dizzying Valley because the Dizzying Valley doesn't remove confusion when they evolve or devolve. And, it's, a Dizzying Valley is as synonymous with PTCGL as a balloon festival. When you think Pokemon, you think balloon festivals and Dizzying Valleys. They're giving me 2 free prizes, which isn't good for them. So I can essentially enact my strategy here, right? Oh my god, stop giving me so much damn energy. Just cool it with the energy, bro. All right. Yeah, they have to read and sequence. Okay, so it's Lucian time. Give me head, give them tails. I do not want to give them head. Just give me my first. I think this will be my first heads on Lucian. There we go. We got our first heads on Lucian. Goated, except for the fact that we don't have any playable cards. Ah, they got 6. All right, so that's double heads on Lucian. That's unfortunate, but we can, as long as we didn't prize a Bramblin, we're fine. So let's go Misdreavus, put you into play. There's no sense doing anything else. I mean, is it Gemstone time? I think it's a little early to use the Gemstone. All right, so what is with the patterns? Wait, where'd the patterns go? There were patterns on them a second ago. Okay, so let's just do that. I'll put the Gemstone on this one, and then we'll do Sex Magic. Remember, you want to burn down your hand because you want to drop to... hello? PTCGL, hello? There we go. You figured it out eventually. You got... It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy. You'll be fine. It's okay. You can take your time. It's okay, buddy. We expect nothing from you. Ah, they know what they're doing. Okay. So I have to confuse them. Hopefully they waste a stadium here or something. But I can stamp them. I can... Hopefully I get one of those damn Wonders patches, because we kind of need... We kind of need that. All right, so they take the KO. This is the situation where I would really like to have Handheld Fan. Because then, they have to commit more energy, and Crushing Hammer's good. There's the Elgium. There's the Mismagius that... You can suck my butt. Oh my god. Okay, so, yeah. We just lost this game. Don't know if you can tell, but we just lost this game. Unless we get the sleep to stick. But come on, PTCGL. Just a little bit of help. I have so many supporters. I'll put a Fez in play. I don't mind. That's not a Fez. All right, well, we have to thin the deck here, because what else are we going to do? I have to just thin the deck as much as possible, because, again, what else are we going to do? Okay, deck is thinned. We have everything we need. I have the sleep. Just flip tails. That's all I need you to do. Just flip tails for 1 turn. That's it. And then let me top deck something good. Thank you. Okay, everything is set up. Everything is set up here. Again, the coin flip is very misleading today because, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But we can do this. We're getting lucky on coin flips. You're not playing a switch in this deck. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put a switch in this deck. Yeah, right. No, there's no jet energy. Oh, yeah, I'm putting a jet energy in my deck. No chance. They're not going to have jet energy. They're not going to have switch. They're not going to have... Well, it doesn't matter if they have Turo. They can't play it. No, you're not going to do it, Infected. I'm so sick. By Flyleaf. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can flip heads here. Okay, that's fine. I guess I should just count every coin flip here. Okay, we got the Bramblegast. Oh wait, no, I have to choose now. I think we still put them to sleep, right? Because I'm gonna need to save the Bramblegast for later. Like, the Bramblegast needs to be saved here. Like Remy Zero. And we just need to keep flipping tails. Yes! Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. It's, you shouldn't have INO'd me if you didn't, If you didn't, I didn't mean to mute them. If you didn't INO me, I'd just be attacking. You'd be taking prize cards right now. You know, can I force them to flip tails for 21 turns? There's a chance. There is a slight chance that we can force them to flip tails for 21 turns. Okay, there's Harley Twin. We're going for it. Okay, so Bramblegast. Please don't fail. Air Balloon, Harlequin. We just need a Mismagius. That's it. Heads. No, why do you suck my butt? All right, so it's 6. Oh my goodness. It's 6 and 11. What do we got in there? We got a Mismagius. All right, so let's go Strange Timepiece on the Bramblegast. And then Super Rod. We're going to put you, and... I mean, I guess I have to put an energy back in. I don't have to put an energy back in. Maybe I do. Yes? Sure. Okay, and then I make sure that I don't sleep them, right? Don't put them to sleep. We want them to stay confused, so they have to devote an extra energy to retreat, because now the Charizard has a 3 retreat cost. And oh my god, what the hell is happening? This is annoying as hell. But next turn, I can Bramblegast the Megazard to force them to devote more energy. All right. There's no more. There's no more in the deck. Okay, you played 5 energy. That's all the deck plays. You know, you might have a missed energy. Oh, they can't read. They can't read. Yes. Either they can't read or they believe in the heart of the cards. Okay, I think they're flipping for it. I think they're gonna flip. Everyone, hold on to your butts. They're flipping for confusion. This is going in the YouTube video no matter what, because it goes to show you. Ah, crap. Goes to show you how much PDCGL hates me. Okay, we can still do this. I just need a playable card. God, can you just give me a playable card, please? I don't ask for much. Okay, never mind. This is not going on the YouTubes. Now they can just retreat, but I can bring it back, and then they can't do the. Oh my god, PDCGL. Wait, what? Okay, and yeah, the difference between confusion in live and this game is that, or in Pocket and this game. I guess I could get Mew. That seems like a terrible idea. Sure, let's go get the Mew. Is that in Pocket, the thing just fails. So in Pocket, there is no damage. It's just, if you flip tails, the attack fails. Here, it fails and you punch yourself. Okay, and then maybe if they don't know how to read, they'll do the sequencing improperly here. So let's say they have a bosses. If they boss up the Mismagius first before retreating, we're fine. If they retreat first before the bosses, then we're screwed. Okay, I think they want to be in the YouTube video, but you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it, infected. You know, you're living with a disease. Okay, that's why is my discard pile? Quit freaking out. I am the lead dev on this game. I command you to stop freaking out. Okay, we got Harley Quinn. Yeah, as soon as Mismagius gets in the active, oh wow, that discard pile is going nuts right now. How did we get nothing? How are we getting absolutely nothing here? This is pathetic. Okay, they're going for the confusion again. The fact that they flip tails like 7 times and they're still gonna win is pathetic. Okay, well, this is so much fun. YouTube audience, if you're not subscribed to the VODs channel, this is what you're missing. You're missing 3 hours of this every single day. There we go. Okay, so they took the knockout. I have the Fez. I don't think it's physically possible for me to win this game at this point, but we're gonna find out. Okay, so we want to go Buddy Buddy Poffin or Azelf. That's who we want. And then I shall Wondrous Patch this guy. Okay, and then, oh no, because we have the Mew, they're just gonna win, right? Because we have the Mew, that's just GG. So, yeah, I don't think there's any chance I have because I put the Mew into play because I had to draw cards. We're just gonna lose. But maybe they can't, again, maybe they can't read. Oh, yeah, see, they can't read. Good. They can't read. This is great. So I can't knock out the Megazard quite yet, but the fact that they can't read is very good for us. Ah, God, this deck sucks. This is the worst. This is the worst deck I've ever played, and I've played some real, not whatever the opposite of a banger is. Whatever the opposite of a banger is, I've played that. Oh yeah, you deserve that, Infected. God, Mismagius sucked. But I think if we got off to an okay start, we could have won this one. It's just that BDCGL hates me. And wait, are the balloons going to pop up if I lose, or do they only appear? Oh, no, they appear even if you lose. Great, because that's what we want. And also, my Mismagius is a Megazard. Worse than Unknown V-Star. And RGZ, you completed it with your expanded Rotom deck. Well, I mean, don't forget that completing the battle passes is very easy, and it's like it took 2 weeks. It takes like 2 weeks to do it. Okay, so they want heads. You know, they could have made it a little bit more fancy, but they didn't. All right, so John Shield, Agents of Shield. Now, I think, honestly, this deck has a little bit of, you know, goodness in it. Right? You just have to get lucky on coin flips and do 150 damage every turn and then clean it up with Azelf. We just didn't get really lucky there. Like, we got lucky on a lot of those confusion flips, but we didn't get lucky drawing cards. If you were wondering, yes, it is about an hour into the stream, and that's why everything's terastallizing now. Oh my god! Again! That is insane that this happened again. There's absolutely no way, and we can't even knock out a stupid Cinderace. All right, so they're gonna, and remember, I think I took out the, oh, wait, what? Wait, you didn't mulligan once and you have a Precious Trolley? What? My opponent is playing the freaking Cinderace Mega deck. They didn't mulligan once. That is insane. Okay, so I think we just automatically lose this game. Oh god, Mismagius is the worst. All right, so this is the Mega deck, but with a Cinderace, and we big lose this one. They didn't mulligan once. That is crazy. All right, so, okay, there's a Badoo. Actually, that might be a good thing to put down here. It might be a good idea to just go into the Badoo and hope they don't have what they need. All right, so Arvin, let's go. I mean, I guess I do need to two-shot them, but this is a rough one here. Yeah, we can play with our balls, so that seems okay. I don't mind playing with my balls. Well, that just goes to show you how bad this is. Wait, do we already have... Yeah, we have a second Misdreavus, so let's just go double Bramblin. All right, and then Itchy Pollen, and then we're going to be fine. Because next turn we can knock out the Cinderace, but I don't even think we want to do that. I think we want them to knock out the Badoo. And then I Bramble-Gassed it. Hey, it has a little bit of goodness. A little tiny bit of there's a little tiny bit of goodness hiding in the caramel center here. All right, so Defiance Band goes on Mismagius. I have to what? What do I do? Not lose? Okay, there's a Bramble-Gas. Terrible timing, by the way. Horrible timing, some might say. Some might say that's horrible timing. All right, let's go Pheasant Stibbity. Yup. Not get anything. I need a counter catcher and an energy. Or nothing. Nothing also works. Nothing is also a completely viable strategy, apparently. Okay, we got to attract some customers now. There's the judge. Okay, so we're going to give them one less card. I will put the Dizzying Valley down, even though I probably want to save that to bump a Lively Stadium. But maybe they had to cut the Lively Stadium to make room for, you know, the crap. The absolute crap. All right. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. We're going to win this one. Why not Frillish? Because you want to save your manual attachment for Mismagius. And you're expecting, you know, one or two things to go right here. But nothing has gone right so far. God, just the fact that they didn't mulligan, that's what's grinding my gears right now. Okay, so this is good. As long as they don't have a Gust card, that's fine. They get rid of the energy, doesn't matter. So we are totally fine now. Oh, they got rid of my balls. Okay. As long as I can get a Bramble-Gas this turn, we are totally fine. Okay, that's not a Bramble-Gas. I'd really like a Bramble-Gas here, buddy. Okay, that's cool. Really like a Bramble-Gas somehow. No. Would have really, you know what really would have been cool here? A Bramble-Gas. That would have been real swell. Oh, it also would have been cool if PDCGL didn't freeze. All right, well, we just got our balls just kind of stuck there. Our balls that are stuck on the table. Happens sometimes in winter. And Shadow Smoke, you can try contacting them. Oh, Zerosic, I'm supposed to do that to you, bro. All right, let's get rid of Strange Timepiece because we're just gonna lose. We're weak to dark. Okay, so they'll probably get rid of the lilies. I mean, it doesn't really matter what they get rid of. Oh, they get rid of the Cedar Box. Okay, so I can take the knockout with the Ursaluna, which is kind of sad because it just kind of means that Ursaluna is a better card than Mismagius. Ursaluna is just, you know, better than Mismagius. No big deal. Okay, and then we judge them down to 4. Hopefully that's enough to win us the game. I don't know why I attached to the active. Don't ask me impossible questions. I'm not a burger. Don't ask me impossible questions. Okay, so there's Latias. That's good. We want to waste the Poffin. But I'm just super tilted right now. But we are taking 3 prizes. And maybe they can't knock out my active. Yeah, if you lose access to your account, you can always try contacting the Pokemon Company. I think I might have a command for that. Support. Ah, I do have a command for that. See? I'm a pro streamer. All right, I do need to get one of my Wondrous Patches, which I can get with Arven, and there's the stupid Lively Stadium. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, now they have to flip two heads. Okay, great. And my Mismagius will survive, which is really nice. Okay, so we just need to get a Bramble-Gas, and we can easily win this game. It is that simple. We just need Wondrous Patch and Bramble-Gas, and the game is over. And I don't think I'll count the Kangaskhan coin flips just because, you know, it's wildly inaccurate, right? Because you flip 1 tails, that kind of skews the results. All right, you can flip 1. I will allow you to flip 1 head. That's it. You are not allowed to flip 2 heads. Okay, oh, that's really bad. That is actually not good at all because the Mismagius is gonna screw me over here. Okay, good, good. So the Monkey Dory is a problem, obviously. We have 2 energy in there, so let's go attach to you. Play with our balls, get rid of the Bramblin and the Lilies. Let's see what's in the deck real quick. We don't get, oh, we only have 1 Bramblegast. We have 2 bosses and not really anything else. Great. Great. Awesome. Okay, so I go attach, or I evolve into you, PDCGL breaks. That's what we expect here. And then I think I should... Iono. Like, I can guarantee the attack this turn. Actually, yeah, I guess I do guarantee the attack and then just hope for tails. Oh, never mind. Yep, there we go. I think I just guarantee the attack and then hope they flip tails. Because obviously the Monkey Dory gives them game if they flip heads. So we just go retreat, sex magic, do the thing, and then maybe we can win the following turn. I don't think we can because they're going to heal. Oh, no, because if I bump the Dizzying Valley, there we go. Okay, so if they flip tails, we win the game. And it'll be only because of the 1 flip. Obviously, if they have bosses, we probably lose. But if they just flip tails, that's it. Just 1 tails. PDCGL, I have never asked for anything before in my life of you. This is your 1 chance to do something great. For the world is watching PDCGL. Excite them. Pretend you're a bike and excite them. Oh, they don't know. They don't know. It affects everybody. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they have Petrant because it affects everybody. So it's anytime they switch. The only thing that breaks it is Turo. So the only thing that stops it is Professor Turo's scenario. But of course, as you'll notice, I didn't get any of my 2 bosses that would have also won me the game. Oh yeah, Penny and Turo. Yeah, that's what I meant. The Turo and Penny effects. Are they going for it? Oh, they're going for it. Yes, yes, John. You're my favorite. You're my favorite, John. Okay, that's less cool. Come on, John. Live on in infamy. Pretend like you're Cole McGrath and live in it. Yes! Thank you! You did it! You will be featured in a YouTube video. John, you are going to be immortalized. You are enshrined. I'm going to cover you in my sex magic. Congratulations. You have done the impossible. You have lost to a Mismagius deck. You should feel very bad about yourself. But also thank you. If your name is John Shield, comment below. I lost to Mismagius and I hate myself, and I helped Trust Your Pilot get a YouTube video, and he doesn't have to stream for 12 hours. So thank you, John. You have saved me. I am free. I do not have to do a 12-hour stream. Oh my god, all the megas are bleeding into other... The PDCGL is a well-made game. All right, thank you, John. You have spared us. You have spared us a long stream. I am thankful for John Shield. I mean, it is kind of sad that you lost to this deck. You should feel bad about yourself, but John, I'm thankful. Love Agent 69. You know, if you're ever gonna 69 a love agent, you're gonna want to do some sex magic at the same time. And Jacob, yeah, that's the card bleed. Again, that's why I was saying PDCGL is a well-made game. The card bleed ever since Mega Evolution base set came out has been atrocious. And my deck is terastallizing as always. Because again, PDCGL, super well-made game. Okay, what the? I play basics? Oh, God. Oh, wait, no, is this a good matchup? Yeah, if this is Gardevoir, this actually might be a decent matchup. Okay. I mean, if we're gonna start somebody, it may as well be the Badoo. Okay, so it is Gardevoir. I'll write down Gardevoir. Um, I mean, obviously the Monkey Dory is a problem, but I might be okay. Like, what are the potential problems? Are obviously Monkey Dory. So I essentially have to hunt Monkey Dory if I want to win this game. And it should probably be a turn one Lilies because it seems like they're not doing a whole lot right now. They're just, hopefully they don't have a Darkness Energy in their hand. And they are prepping a Curlia. I feel like this is a winnable matchup. They prepped a Curlia. Did we prize two Seriously, we prized two Bramblin? Are you for serious, PDCGL? We prized two Bramblin in this situation. All right, so I just need... I mean, I can Arven, or I can just... Arven guarantees it, but Lilies is better. There's no way we don't get an energy off of this Lilies. See, I told you. I told you. There's no way we don't get an energy off Lilies. I'm the lead PDCGL dev. I told you. And yeah, we just attach to the Misdreavus. They're not going to suck my butt, so that's good. And then we just go Itchy Pollen. And this way, if they attach a Darkness Energy to the active Monkey Dory, we're actually in there. So I'm thinking we can win this game. We know they have a Curlia, but I'm somewhat confident that I cannot screw this up. I mean, I'm going to screw this up somehow because they Lilies for 8 and then get everything they need. But I'm confident we have some sort of chance. And if you're wondering, why was I so upset that we prized two Bramblin? Because you absolutely freaking need Bramblegast in this deck. I spent about 2 hours testing multiple different variations of Mismagius. No, please, do not leave me. Do not leave me. You're not allowed to leave, okay? Do not leave. You're stuck here with me. I guess I can probably get rid of the Bramblegast, but whatever. Okay, we go Mismagius. I'm knocking out their Monkey Dory. I'm going to INO them. It's not my fault Lily sucks. But if you don't confuse them, they have no reason to, switch or anything. So let's put this Mismagius down. So, like, I tried an energy denial strategy. I tried, like, a Spidops, oh, you can't retreat strategy. I tried so many different things. But, part of it was the fact that I faced Charizard all day and Mismagius is weak to dark. That was terrible. There's a Bramblin, baby. But you have to confuse their active, and that'll at least force them to attack with their active, because if they retreat, it doesn't matter. If they switch, it doesn't matter. They're still confused. And then the other strategy is that you don't want to have other multi-prizers on the field, because they'll just, if they know what they're doing, if they can read, they'll just boss up your Pheasantipede, then retreat. So there's so many weaknesses. Why couldn't they have made this card good? That's essentially what I'm asking. Why couldn't the Pokemon Company go out of their way to make Mismagius good? There was, what, 4 EXs in Phantasmal Flames? Regular EXs? It's Mismagius, Empoleon, Rotom, and Oricorio. Mismagius is... Okay, well, maybe... I mean, Empoleon really sucks, but Mismagius is the worst. Overall, you take everything into account, Mismagius is the worst EX. It's one of the worst EXs ever printed. Unless you can get the Bramblegast, right? Because they can play around a lot of things. Trapping them doesn't really work. Like one copy of Mimikyu, so they have to attack through a Mimikyu. I went for like a Xerosic strategy, an Airy strategy, limiting their hand, item lock, all these things. Just Bramblegast, Mismagius, and hope. Any Tulip in the deck? No, you don't actually need Tulip in this deck. Simply because what would Tulip accomplish, right? You have Wondrous Patch for energy acceleration. You have, like a Night Stretcher to get back to Mismagius. You have your Strange Dime Piece to do the thing. They absolutely... Okay, I was like, you absolutely cannot do that. And yeah, I'm not going to boss up the Curlia because, again, they would just concede. So we don't want to boss up the Curlia. We just want to prep for the rest of the game, set ourselves up, because this wants to be in the YouTube video. I can sense it. This deck wants to be in the YouTube video. All right, then we'll just judge them. We'll make them hate life, hopefully. Well, it's not completely useless. I'm going to be able to get a YouTube video out of it. That's pretty cool, right? It's not useless if I can get a YouTube video out of it. That's all that matters in life. All right, that's fine. Dizzying Valley, I get it, right? You confuse them with Bramblegast, and then they can't get out of it, but it's like the card just seems way too weak. Like, this is your stadium in the deck, is you just... Confusion doesn't disappear when you evolve or devolve. That just seems so weak. All right, please don't concede. I will gust up your Monkey Dory and knock out your monkey. I will spank your monkey. Okay, I do not care about your Fez. I actually want to keep your Fez alive if I... Oh, I think I took out the Azelf, because this is the Japanese list. This is the one Japanese list that actually did anything. And I don't believe they played Azelf, which is bigly unfortunate. But if I can just, let that Pheasantipity sort of stay damaged... Or do I just take the knockout? No, I feel like Monkey Dory is the bigger threat in this matchup. Is if I can just force them to keep recycling their Monkey Dory, recycling their Darkness Energy, that probably behooves me more than anything else. Because I can't one-shot that Gardevoir. There's no de-evolution. There's, I can't even two-shot the stupid thing unless I use Defiance Band. So if I can prevent them from healing, that seems like the best course of action. Did they just grab a de-evolution? And a Mystery Garden. Mystery Garden actually helps me out a little bit. Though this deck, once you get one Mismagius EX setup, the deck kind of just runs itself because Sex Magic is just dropped to 6. So it's the same attack as Cynthia's Garchomp EX. Is the deck bad or garbage? What's the combination of bad and garbage? Garbage? That's what it is. And I would assume they're just going to Oceanic Gloom. Oh no. Okay, so they have to flip through Confusion. Feels like forever since I've had anyone flip through Confusion. Here we go. Flip tails, baby. Yay! We got it. Oh, this Gardevoir player has to concede now. Those are the rules. Hey, yep, that's what I thought, bro. All right, and then we go, bosses, this guy. Do I want to... I don't think I want to get anyone with Artisan, right? Yeah, we can worry about that later. And then we go Dizzying Valley, Sweet Valley High. All right, and then... Yeah, let's just Hexamagic. And if you're wondering why I keep calling it Sex Magic, because in Japan, it was called Hex Magic. They added the A because I guess they didn't want people, calling it Sex Magic or something. But so there's like Hexamagic. Yeah, because, hexagons, Hexamagic. All right, so the Frillish is not confused. This is the issue. Oh, this is the issue, is that once they promote somebody and they don't have to retreat, life gets a little bit difficult. It's sort of like when you paralyze somebody. The issue with paralysis decks isn't that they're annoying. You can get any paralysis deck that isn't based on a coin flip has a place in the world. The problem is, what do you do once you take a knockout? And, oh, Walking Plane, you got VIP? Hey, there's only a certain number of spots there. So if you want to get VIP, you're not affected by slowdown, and also you're cool. Okay, so they are probably going to power press. If they power press, how much damage is going to be on the jellyfish? If they try to do 160, I mean, they kind of have to, right? Unless they're really confident they're going to get a Monkey Dory back, they basically have to power press twice for 160, or they can go power press for 80 and then use Gardevoir EX, or just, attack with anybody. But they have to attack with Jellicent unless they want to flip through Confusion right now, which I don't think they want to do. And there's the Monkey Dory. They did get rid of a Turos Scenario, which is interesting. Maybe they don't know the interaction between Turos Scenario, and they were just like, well, I'm not going to need Turos Scenario. But no, that's actually really good. Okay, what are you doing over there? I think all I really need to do is just use a Bramblegast here, and then we're fine. Because 1 Monkey Dory isn't scary. 2 Monkey Dory is scary. If they go for the Badoo KO, that's fine. They are not going for the Badoo KO. This is just so tough, because you have to play things like Lilies to be able to play the game and get off to a good start. But if they have a large hand size, then you're just kind of stuck. It's like, well, I want to be able to Zerosic them, or Lucian them, or what the hell? Okay. We know they have a de-evolution. I think they're prepping for a de-evolution, but luckily Mismagius has 70 hit points. Okay, so I can't play items. Then I guess it's just Lilies and hope for an energy, and if not, I just retreat. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I think I just keep attacking with the active. Simply because, I don't want to waste an energy. I want to not have them knock this out. Because if they are going for a de-evolution play, it's going to take them one more turn. Right, if they're trying to devolve my guys, and they're going to lose the Jellicent in the process, which is another really good thing. So if they try to protect the Jellicent by retreating it, they're big screwed, because the new active will be confused. But they could just realistically do nothing. Their strategy could just be doing nothing, and they might just win. Because Monkey Dory is a huge problem for this deck, and if I can't use my items to get a bosses... And this deck either plays 2 counter catcher 1 bosses or 2 bosses 1 counter catcher. Okay, they're going for the Screamtail play. Maybe they don't realize the Screamtail is going to be confused. They got to flip through it. They got to flip through it. This is Love Agent 69. You got to flip through it. Hopefully you realize this is about to go really bad for you. And then I just get a free prize, and then we still lose. But I think in this situation, depending on what happens, obviously, but I should probably bring up the Monkey Dory and knock that out. But if I bring up the Monkey Dory and knock it out, they're gonna have a Screamtail that is fully loaded like Herbie. And I have to deal with that, which is a huge problem. So it's like, yeah, there's things I want to do. Oh, please flip tails. Please flip tails. I think then in that case, I would probably... Yes! Get wrecked, Gardevoir player. Get absolutely bodied. Okay, so then I think we take the knockout with Badoo, right? I go... Retreat. Badoo. Put the Dizzying Valley down. That guy. And then Judge, because we know they have a de-evolution, and that's going to be a big problem. We do have access to our thingy things right now. We can go get a Mismagius. All right, Mismagius goes there. This is concerning for sure. This is definitely a concerning situation that we're in. You know, they're going to be able to play Pheasantipity. They're going to be able to do some things. There's Clefairy. Super useful. TQ, that's a Clamburglar level joke right there. All right, so they can't get anyone back. They essentially have to knock out my Badoo this turn unless they have a bosses. And even if they have a bosses, who exactly would they go for? Right, we have to assume, yeah, they're going to get the de-evolution. And they can knock out, yeah, they can knock out double Mismagius EX and really screw me over. But then I will be able to get another Mismagius. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, they Adrenabrain this guy. I Bramble Gas them. Oh, man. Okay, so they got the Jellicent in the active. So in this situation, do I just go up with my Misdreavus and evolve and then Bramblegast? Because they're very close to whipping their deck out, and I think we just have to do that. We have to get them to whip their deck out. If they can whip their deck out, we might be in good shape. Oh, that's less good. That is not what we wanted here. All right, so retreat into you, Bramblegast. They probably have a bosses. But even if they have a bosses, that's not the worst thing in the world. And Vertrums, well, it's sad because we're probably not going to do that. I mean, if they flip through the confusion, that's okay. We obviously want them to flip tails. There's a butt scratcher, probably for a Scream Tail. They're going to try to do the same thing. Okay, here comes the Scream Tail again. But they have to double attach to the Jellicent. If I can just top deck an energy, we can knock out the monkey and then just maybe win the game. Because they're down 3 Iono. Oh, they got another damn monkey. Oh my god, the stupid monkey. This Monkey Dory is the worst card ever printed. You know, we used to think Badoo was the most oppressive card ever, and then they gave us Monkey Dory. Or was Monkey Dory... Wait, did Monkey Dory predate Badoo? No, Monkey Dory came after. That's right, Monkey Dory came after. All right, well, the good news is that they're probably going to try to confuse me here. You know, whatever they try to do, it kind of seems like they're going to have to flip through confusion. Oh, right, I looked at the H's. Yeah, sorry, yeah, you're right. Wait, they only have 2 cards left. Oh, if I had Lucian, we could win just based off of Lucian. We could win just with a Lucian. That would be so amazing if we just won with a Lucian. All right, are we gonna win? Yeah, so Badoo came out at the end of the H block. Monkey Dory was Twilight Masquerade. You are correct. But we didn't realize that Monkey Dory was good until it was too late. Until it was too late to do something about it. You know, we were so worried about Badoo that Monkey Dory snuck up and put its fingers in our... never mind. I mean, we are dangerously close to winning. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I had Lucian and then we Lucian for game? Of course, the people in Japan don't know fun. They try to be consistent and actually try to win with this deck. Okay, there's a knockout. That's good. We do have access to our Fez. We're knocking out the Jelly Bean. The only issue is that I don't really have a response. Okay, there's Psychic Embrace. They're going to attack. Or they can take the knockout this turn with the Jellicent. Which means I'm going to have to get real lucky here and get my Ursaluna. Oh, wait, what? Wait, don't they? Oh, they didn't. They don't realize. Yeah, Miracle Force cures confusion, but you have to flip through the confusion to get it. This truly is one of the games of all time. This is definitely a Gardevoir game where they've played for 10 more minutes and they flip heads, of course. But we do have access to our items. So they take the knockout. I literally 10 short. I am 10 damage short of a KO on Gardevoir with Ursaluna. And that is kind of pathetic. All right, let's put you into play. I'm going to go... yeah, let's Earthen. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we'll get this guy. Thin that out. We have the Ursaluna. We have the Latias. Okay. So let's go Ursaluna. Yeah, we get rid of the Clefairy and the Lilies. What else we got? We got Latias. I think we're out of it. Because is there no counter catch? Did we prize the counter catcher? Did we seriously prize the counter catcher right now? All right, well, let's retreat into this guy and then go Bramble Gas so they can't clap my cheeks. Okay, and then Lilies. So as long as they don't have a Gust card, we'll be fine. As long as there's no Gust card, we totally got it. So we totally got it, everybody. I'm guaranteeing a victory. We totally got it right now. God, why couldn't we just have a playable card? All right, so that goes there. That goes there. Blood Moon for 240. So they lose if they don't have a Gust card, but I'm pretty sure we've not seen any Gust cards this game. Yeah. As long as they have a bosses. If they don't have a bosses, though, we do have a Chansey. They did get rid of their Turo. Yeah, this is typical Gardevoir player taking 16 minutes to do basic things. Just because PDC GL and all that. God, I can't wait till Gardevoir's gone just so we don't have to spend 20 minutes in one game. Actually, 25 minutes at this point. Hey, they conceded. Oh, they knew it, so they didn't have it. I am the #1 Mismagius player in the whole freaking world. Look at all those ball oons. I love having ball oons in my mouth. There we go. See, isn't it great when you can spank a Gardevoir player? Love Agent 69. They didn't have any bosses. Gardevoir's only playing counter catcher. You just got absolutely piloted straight into the ground. All right, so long as hell win. I got to cut because it's stupid Gardevoir. God, that literally took like 30 minutes. Yeah, it looks such a low quality. Such low quality. All right, so let's get rid of one Bramble Gas since we don't need all of them. How many? We don't need 3 Dizzying Valley. I really want to just have an Azelf in here. I think Azelf makes the deck better. Actually, let's exit. Oh, hang on. I always get exit and cancel mixed up. So that's Bramble 2. I'm going to duplicate and make Bramble 3. we're gonna go all the way to Bramble 3. Okay, so we cut one Bramble Gas, we cut one Dizzying Valley, we put Azelf in the deck. What's the supporter count? We have Judge, Ino, Arvin. I don't think we need Arvin. Right? Arvin can get cut. We're gonna get rid of Judge. Gordrath, thank you for gifting a sub. We're gonna put Lucian in here because we're cool like that. Counter catcher. I think we want to have like 2 counter catcher, get rid of a, oh no, wait, so we got the Azelf. We want to have 3 Wondrous Patch. Yeah, we got 3 of those. We got a Badoo. I don't know if the Tatsugiri is necessarily good, but like this deck is feasible. All right, and then we get rid of a boss. Oh, geez. No, get out of here, Professor. And then we put a Zerosic in here. And yeah, Dizzying Valley seems kind of booty cheeks, but that's fine. And yeah, there we go. No nut juice. No nut juice. No nut juice. All right. And what time are we at? We're at an hour 30, and we've won multiple games, but we have not flipped nearly enough coins. And Crimson Valerie, you're thinking of playing Umbreon with the stadium? Confusion is rarely a good idea. We want the air balloon on the Bramblin. That's cool. Confusion rarely works. Paralysis and confusion, don't let YouTubers fool you. Don't let them fool you. Like how Gorgoroth fools viewers. And PMC fool, we're all thankful for Toes today. Gorgoroth is tricking Huge Beard Guy into being a sub, because if you get gifted a sub once, then you're kind of in the ecosystem, and then Twitch will say, oh, hey, resub to your favorite streamer, we'll give you 25% off. Ooh, hello. Shiny Ray, you should have saved that for later. Wait, is this just Zard? Oh, this is just Zard. Oh, wow, you can't even tell what those cards are. Charizard is an absolutely horrible matchup for this deck, unless unless they play the stupid thing. All right, so let's just go for double Misdreavus. We're just going to fill up our board here. We go Air Balloon, attach to you, Lilies. So if they're playing the Megazard build, which is possible, it's unlikely, but it's possible. Oh, wow. Thank you for giving me 0 playable cards. Thank you for giving me literally 0 playable cards off of that Lilies. And depending on what they do, I don't think they can do anything meaningful this turn unless they just really want to knock out the Badoo. If they're like, I really hate your Badoo, it's either they're going to do TM Evolution with the Kangaskhan, or their other option is, of course, to suck a huge butt. And Crimson Valerie, you want to make Umbreon work? Well, it has another year in format? You got lots of time. Oh, this is great. Okay. So I'm going to Lilies. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. We have to be annoying here. I'm gonna judge. We're gonna save the Zerosic for later. We're gonna judge now and hope for a Mismagius. We got it. Okay, then we play with our balls. You always play with your balls when they're available. Hopefully I have recovery cards in this deck. I don't recall there being any. Oh, no. I think there might be a Night Stretcher in the deck. I hope there is. If there's no Night Stretcher, we might be in trouble. Though, I mean, we're playing a Mismagius deck against a Charizard deck. We're always in trouble. And Mad Panda, you're a month late. Thanksgiving was last month. So it's just an attach to the Kangaskhan. You'd think they would have been able to get something off of that Judge +2. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was like, of course you're going to get it. Now, they do have to flip 2 heads. They can get the Zard this turn, but yeah, I was going to assume they were going to get the Pidgeot. So they can still get the Zard this turn. Maybe they can't read Mismagius, because I can't even read the freaking Mismagius. Look at, like, what the hell? The new hollow pattern on the sparkly hollow pattern, yeah, it looks cool, but in practice, it's not readable. All right, so if they knock out my Mismagius, you can suck my butt. Okay, you're gonna flip tails, bro. You're gonna flip tails. No, not. Oh god. Ah, you didn't even need to do it. You just wasted a maximum belt. All right, so again, we're not counting Kangaskhan. All right, so this guy goes up front. Oh man, I can't take a chance with Lucian. Oh, that's useless. I can't take a chance with Lucian. Let's do a Defiance Band. We're gonna play with our balls. Get rid of that. I need Mismagius. Okay, we got the Wonders Patch. Awesome. Now again, here's where the deck kinda sucks. I mean, kinda really sucks. Is what do I do? You know, what would I do for a Klondike bar? Let's get rid of that, and yeah, my balls. Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of my balls. I don't need them. So we want Wondrous Patch and Supporter, I guess, Lilies, because Zerosic's not going to be as important anymore. We go Wondrous Patch to you. Dizzying Valley. Like, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to hold them when they don't really have to do anything. Oh my god, Clam Burglar, if I could ban you for that one, I would. Right? Because you don't want to be taking that knockout. No, I think I have a plan. It's a terrible plan that won't work, but I have a plan. What I have to do is knock out the Pidgeot. So I have to hit into double Charizard, hit double Charizard, and then power up an Azelf. Azelf KO the Pidgeot, and then hope they don't have a bosses. Easy peasy. Oh, they can't read. This is great. It's always good when your opponent can't read. Okay, so unless they, you know, retreat first, then that's bad. You know, if they can read. Oh god. I can unmod you, Clan Burglar. All right, here's where it happens. Can they read? They cannot read. This is great. This behooves us greatly. So they're going to have to retreat into the Zard, even if they go for like a bosses or something. Or, you know, we are winning, which is very weird. But if they go for a bosses, we're okay. Yeah, they didn't realize. They didn't realize we need to flip tails here, buddy. BDCGL, this is your chance. I can two-shot this Zard, but we need them to flip tails twice. Alternatively, I could waste a bosses here. I mean, my Gust cards are going to be very, very important. I could waste a bosses. Yeah, so they're powering up the Pidgeot. I could waste a bosses to go after the Pidgeot, but I think my strategy of just them continuously flipping tails is the only course of action that I can do here. Is just they just have to keep flipping tails. That's it. They got to keep flipping tails, and I got to keep dancing like I'm at Chippendales. Okay, so let's play with our balls. Let's get rid of Latias and Tatsugiri. Actually, I might need... Yeah, let's get rid of those guys. And we go for the Azelf. So Azelf is very important in this equation here. We do not win this game without Azelf. I'm pretty sure we have more energy, so I'm going to go get it. But we literally do not win this game without Azelf unless things go horribly right. Okay, so... No, I can't do any sort of gusting. Like, I could knock out the Charmander, and that'd be pretty cool, but if I knock out the Charmander, then they take a knockout with the Zard, And I don't have any recovery, so getting rid of the Ursa Luna was really bad, because I could have just, Ursa Luna'd for game on the Latias. Oh, this is tough. So what'll happen here? If they flip heads, we pretty much lose. But if they flip heads, we still pretty much lose as well. Or sorry, if they flip tails, we lose. We're gonna lose. And there's rare candy and Dazard. Okay, so if they go into a fresh one, we're still in the same position. So they might just go like 2 energy on the active, retreat the active, go into a benched one. Oh, they have no energy left. Okay, that changes things quite a bit. Oh, they flipped heads. Okay, so I have to go for the knockout with the Azelf, and then we have to hope they don't have bosses. So we don't put any multi-prizers on the field. That is very, very important. And then I have to hope that then of course we have to freaking count. Oh god. Okay. I should have put the Defiance Band on this Azelf. All right, so let's go. Energy there. Energy there. We don't need the bosses. We have the lilies. So there's no one I want to hit into, right? The only way we win this game is if I have a Night Stretcher and we can get it back. So let's go lilies for 6. Okay. Those are all cards that exist. Let's go retreat into the Azelf, my spicy Azelf. I just think this card deserves to be in the deck, right? Because if you're doing 150 with Mismagius, you want to do it to like 2 different targets. I don't know if we have a recovery card in this deck. Maybe we do and it's the last prize card, but I don't think we do. And there's their Zard. So all they have to do is play with their Rod, take a knockout, and then win. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, they're going to go get an energy. What do I do? So they knock out my Azel. Like, if they have a Gust card, they win anyway. Because I have nothing that I can do after that. Like, I can confuse them, but then they just retreat. But they might have to retreat off their energy. So, yeah, don't go get a bosses. Don't go get a bosses and win the game. I think they see it. I think they see their win condition is just going to get a They don't see it. Okay, so here's what we do. We force them to lose the game. That is the strat. Okay, if they flip 1 tails, we win. Okay, so the Fez can go into play. That's fine. Okay, and then we want to play with our balls. We get rid of you and you. Yeah, we don't need the counter catcher. That's never going to work. Okay, and then we go Bramblegast. I'm going to be able to drop to 6, so I can't play too many cards right now. It's very important that I don't play too many cards. And we go... I think I'm going to use the Strange Timepiece to put the Bramblegast back into my hand. I INO them to 1, and then we just hope. Yeah, if they flip tails, we win. And there's another Bramblegast. All right, everybody, here we go. It all comes down to this. Will they flip tails? I mean, they might have a way around this. Oh, there's a perfect timing, Zerosic. Thank you. We'll shuffle the deck. We don't want that. We don't need those. All right, Hexa Magic. Let's do this. They flip tails, we win the game. It's all come down to this moment, where Mismagius is actually winning more games than I ever thought possible. If they have a bosses, we have an energy. Okay, that's fine. So they're dedicated to flipping through it unless they have. No, they would have needed to use a gust card there. So they would have had to go for bosses and then retreat. So they did, their win condition was just go Pidgeot for bosses, and then if they had an energy, but obviously they didn't have an energy. So, because if they had an energy, then it's just attach to Pidgeot, knock out anybody, win the game after a bosses. PDCGL, this is it. Will you send millions home happy? Oh my goodness. How are we winning with this deck? This defies all logic. This defies all logic known to man. Mismagius is a tier 1 deck. Mismagius beats Charizard. Trust, yeah, there's no recovery. There needs to be a Super Rod in this deck. You could cut whatever. Put a Super Rod in the deck. It needs recovery. But I'm trying to find ways to win with this deck, and apparently I'm the number 1. And that Mismagius is a mega again because PDCGL is such a well-made game. And yes, toes out for Pilot. The better player won. Thank you. Is Mismagius the BDIF? It just might be. You know, all 170 of you, you've witnessed history. Someone won 3 games with Mismagius. All right, so let's play the swing in a Mismagius. So now we're gonna play the less successful ones. Because we got our video, we're just gonna mess around. This is exclusive to the VODs channel. You know, only the Twitch viewers and the VOD channel viewers would get to, yeah, 20 tails though, which is perfect. We wanted tails today. And what do you mean? We've won 3 games. We've beaten Charizard, we beat Absol, we beat everybody. We beat everybody off today. Yeah, so this was my original idea, was like, hey, what if we use Elgium to move energy around with Handy Fan? You can control their energy, put their energy on somebody they don't want it, and then just have them confused. Oh, well, you were probably playing it in Expanded, so that explains a lot. All right, so yeah, let's just get double Misdreavus, and yeah, I guess I just judge. Sure. Yep, kind of figured. Kind of figured. All right, well, let's hit him with the old end turn. I thought we might get a playable card off of that, but we got 0 playable cards. I thought, you know, maybe a Psychic Energy, that'd be pretty cool. And Shiny Ray, that is on the list. You know, that's like the revisit is to try it with Fortress. Yeah, I'm just going to leave myself another note that, hey, you can maybe play it with Fortress, even though it's still bad. Maybe I included that list in the video. I won't remember. Oh, and I don't put lists in the VOD channels unless it's VOD channel exclusive, because it's like, you know, go to the main channel. If you go to the main channel, then that's cool. You know, go to the main channel to find the list. Because I'm too lazy, and also I want more subscribers. You know, you get me to 1,000 subs on the VOD channel, I will put lists in the description. But until I'm making money, I ain't doing nothing. All of this was off of a judge to 4. I judged them to 4. They had 4 cards in their hand, and this is the turn they've had. Well, maybe I'll get a Lilies. Yeah, then you'll see. Yeah, then you'll pay. All right, can I get like a retreat card or an energy or a playable supporter to draw some cards to get the Cleffa? Okay, we got an energy, which is not the best, but I'll take it. Okay, so we have Maractus and I guess I just have to go for Cleffa in this situation. You know, do 0 damage and just retreat. Yeah, let's just get the Misdreavus. And Shiny Ray, that deserves more than 1,000. Okay, that deserves like 10,000. That deserves like 10,000 paid subscribers. Okay, well, there's where all the lilies were. This is gonna be a big problem for EM. Oh my god, that's not even... Beheum is the evolved form. Elogium is the one on the field. And shouldn't you be watching football right now, Clan Burglar? I don't even know who won the Packers and the Lions. You know, it kind of looked like the Lions were going to lose, so I tuned out. You know, I'd be happy with either of them winning the Super Bowl. As long as Kansas City doesn't do anything. If Kansas City lost today, oh, I'll be so happy. You know, a Kansas City loss combined... Could you imagine a Kansas City loss combined with a Trust Your Pilot Mismagius video? Are you double fisting Trust Your Pilot right now? Are you fisting Pilot? Please tell me they're losing. I want everyone in Kansas City to be sad in their Mahomes. And Narcessio, Canadian Thanksgiving, real Thanksgiving was last month. You know, this is fake Thanksgiving. All right, so they're going to knock out my Cleffa. Are they not going to knock out my Cleffa? Oh. Don't they realize they can just knock out the Cleffa? Unless they have a bosses? No, they played Arvin. Okay. Okay, now are they going for the Cleffa? Are they going for the double KO this turn? Yeah, they're trying to bring in the Cleffa. I send up the Misdreavus. Yeah, that's fine. So we send up the Misdreavus and hope. All right, so Maractus is a game-winning card. I don't know who it's a game-winning card against, though. I don't think it's a game-winning card against Gardevoir. I think this is just an auto loss at this point. So I'm going to send up the Elgium. Attach to the Mismagius, because, yeah, we have an energy in there. So we just need, like, an air balloon or something. That's not great. All right, well, we got everything. We literally got everything we needed. That's pretty cool. But you're just seeing, like, what am I supposed to do in this situation when I don't have access? Ugh. We're 3-shotting this. No, we're gonna have to 4-shot this thing. And that's if they don't find another darkness energy. This is absolutely an auto loss. But you're seeing what the problem without Bramblegast is if they just don't have to retreat, they win the game. Right? They don't have to retreat the Mega Diancie. They can just get rid of, you know, 2 energy every turn. They do have to attach 3 energy, but it's like, this is why you need the Handy Fan. But Mismagius having the same amount of hit points as Blood Moon Ursa Luna is really rough. And Mad Panda, don't get my hopes up. So just, yeah, energy control. There's decks where energy control makes sense. I don't think this is a deck where energy control makes sense. You just have to go Brambleghast for confusion. Yeah, you have to play Dizzying Valley to, just keep them confused for as long as possible. There's just not enough here. Despite what the YouTube audience is going to see with my wins, there's just not enough happening with Mismagius that you can actually win games regularly. Okay. So they're going to do the thing they did last turn, which is not good, but I guess I just INO them really low and hope. Okay, there's a Poffin. Azelf, sure. Yeah, there you go. Real ones do both. Give me double views, double money. And TQ's not even sub, so you know they watch all the videos. They watch all the ads, they watch all the videos, they watch everything. Okay, we just need a Wonders patch. That's it. We didn't get a Wonders patch. Well, that was, I wouldn't call that fun. Okay, so let's try the Florges build. Razor, well, you don't get ads. And you're sub to the VODs channel? Oh, you're my favorite without giving me money. So yeah, Elgium is trash. Let's try Florges. So I think this one has Mystery Garden because it's just a whole bunch of Psychic types. And if you're wondering what tomorrow is going to be, tomorrow is going to bring the Seismitoad Wigglytuff deck. Because if you'll recall, I did try to play Seismitoad this past summer, and that's kind of what led to me going on my 2-month hiatus, is that I couldn't make it work. But now it kind of works. It can do 450 damage, or no, 420 damage. Wait, what's 7 times 6? 100? Yes, it can do 100 damage. So it can do a ton of damage, which is really good. Uh-oh. I think this might be Golden Go. Yeah, I mean, you really only need to do 350, so it's like you have, oh, hello. You have 5 Pokemon with Round, and then you just go from there. Okay, so Misdreavus, Buddy Poffin for Misdreavus and Flabebe. Fun fact, you can't search for Flabebe on PTCGL unless you include the accents. Fun fact, PTCGL sucks. Fun fact. All right, so let's go attach to you. We're going to Gemstone you. We're going to Mystery Garden here. Get absolutely nothing. Awesome. Love that. And then I can Mystery Garden again next turn for 5 cards. But we don't want to do that because they're playing Golden Go and Lily's Clefairy happens to be weak to metal. You just learned that? Yeah, I've only been saying it for almost 4 years. Remember? Okay, history lesson. For those of you who don't remember, over 4 years ago, 4 years and 2 months ago, Pokemon TCG Live was officially announced. They did not give it a release date, just that it would be out by the end of the year. Obviously, Fusion Strike was coming out at the first week of November, so obviously PTCGL is going to launch with Fusion Strike, because the Fusion Strike code cards advertise TCG Live. So that's very important. The Fusion Strike code cards advertise Pokemon TCG Live, so it was very obvious that Live would launch with Fusion Strike and PTCGO would get shut down at that time. Well, November rolls around, Fusion Strike launch day is like less than a week away. Oh, we've delayed PTCGL. What? We delayed PTCGL, but the code cards say Pokemon TCG Live. Use these code cards in Pokemon TCG Live. Yeah, we delayed it. So, fun fact, it was supposed to come out just over 4 years ago this month, and it didn't, and they delayed it, but they'd already printed the code cards. So that just goes to show you how well the communication is at the Pokemon Company. It's like, you'll be ready. We'll just put it on the code cards. You'll be fine. You'll be totally ready. And then it launched in Canada in February, and then what, 8 months later, we got the global beta or whatever the hell it was. All right, well, we got a Flabebe. That's pretty, or we got a Florges. That's pretty good. I just need a retreat card and a Mismagius, and we might still lose the game. What the hell is this crap? Yep, okay. And what do we got in there? We got a Lilies? Well, yeah. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, they make the code cards and they make the game, and there's like 10 people working at the Pokemon Company International, and they couldn't even get the timing right. Oh, yeah, that was the start of it. We still had hope. I still had hope. You know, I was excited. I migrated day one because I was like, they're not going to screw this up. You know, PDCGO is only going to exist for another month or two. It stayed for another 2 years, by the way. But PDCGO stayed for another 2 years after it was supposed to shut down like 3 months prior. Am I going to be the first person to get knocked out by a Genesect? A triple attached Genesect? I'm the first person in history to get knocked out by a Genesect. That is insane. All right, well, Judge is pretty sweet. So let's go. We're going to waste the Poffin. What else we got? We got a Fez. We got a bunch of things. I hate that hollow pattern so much. No, Fairy type was kind of useless. All right, let's go Ino. Actually, yeah, sure. I just want Ino. We're gonna play the long game here. Now, the reason they got rid of Fairy was mostly because no one was using it. The only reason to play a Fairy deck was to hit Dragons for weakness, and Dragons weren't all that played either. All right, do I want to bother? I mean, I guess I can knock out a Gimme Duel if I want to. Hey, yeah, let's knock out a Gimme Duel, baby. Oh, what, are you just talking about Mega Odd now? Or was it actually broken? Because remember, I didn't join until the Sun and Moon era, and that was like a year into the Sun and Moon era. You know, I got to dip my toes into XY and expanded in a little bit on PDCGO, but not that much. When I started, Fairy type wasn't really useful. Because, you know, Dragons, they hit Dragons for weakness, and that was about it. And then it just kind of fizzled out. Like my first 2 marriages. Okay, so they know what they're doing. Oh, they don't. They have to get rid of all 3 energy. That's pretty good. How many times have I been married? Too many. Too many. All right, so I can bring up the Mega Mawile. Never mind, they're going for a Protect Charge, which is actually really bad. They should not have done that. That was a big oopsie on their part. So I'm going to judge them low. We're going to... Oh, actually, no, I can go... Get rid of Psyduck and Floette, assuming the other Florges is in the deck. Yep. Rare Conde. And then Earthen Vessel. Get rid of Clefairy, because we never want that to see the field. And then Judge. And Moondust, so you're just you're a baby boy. You don't know any better. All right, so we got that. You know, I think I actually do want to bring up the Golden if I can. Because then if I can hit into it, wow. I've turned off the coin flip counter, by the way, because that was just for the YouTube audience. It was only for the people I care about. So we can just get rid of that. So, you know, this was the Florges kind of goated. Kind of goes with the whole theme of the deck. You know, I think we might see this card do something. Right? There has to be a way to use this card, like with Mega Absol or something, or just some good psychic type like Lily's Clefairy. There has to be something we can do with this. Oh, they're retreating? They're retreating. Oh, they did it backwards. They did it backwards, which is something I tried to do with my third ex-wife before we got divorced. And that's how I threw my back out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Florges is the MVP on me. Oh, I can still counter catch her? That's awesome. Yeah, Florges for the win. We don't even need... Who needs Gust cards when he got Florges, baby? Florges George. All right, and then we go... Lily's Determination. Yeah, you're the biggest boomer in the world. Yeah, I still got Arian Zerosic. We still got plenty of good cards in the deck. Oh, and for those of you who are subscribed to the gaming channel, I will have like a 6-minute Michael Phelps video game video up in the next few days. And Crimson Valerie, they just keep going for the confusion. It's great. You got to believe in the heart of the cards. You know, you gotta think like a YouTuber. We have to come up with the stupidest ideas. We don't come up with good decks. We come up with wacky decks that, you know, people are enticed to click on. I am confused. Oh, that's the title of the thumbnail is I am confusion. It was originally going to be swing and yeah, like swing and swing and a Mismagius, but that's just the Twitch title because I put more effort into the titles for the YouTube audience. So it'll be I am confusion because that's like an internet thing, right? Weebs like that kind of stuff. You know, people who scroll Reddit for 8 hours a day enjoy that stuff. And just to get into arguments with bots that they like that kind of stuff. If I say I am confusion, they'll be like, oh, that's a thing. They don't realize the Switch doesn't do anything either. So Kelsey, you're saying you're a boomer. And Rice Ninja, I don't think my opponent understands what Mismagius does. But you do. And you're also subbed to the YouTube, and that's how you came here. Wait, are they gonna gobble down some toes? Are they gonna gobble down my toes? How was the ADP era? No, it was not fun. For someone who was dominating the meta with... Okay. This is great. Oh, this is amazing. We're just having the time of our lives playing Mismagius today. No, I was a spread deck enjoyer, and we got absolutely screwed over. It was not fun times. All right, so do I put Mew into play? I say nay. Because, yeah, I mean, the problem with Huge Bite is that it will knock out a Mismagius. Because, you know, Mismagius is so weak that even Mega Mawile can knock it out naked. If I had just one damage counter on my Mismagius, it would do What are they doing? Yeah, I was always spreading cheeks, and I was having fun, but then ADP came out and ruined it, because the whole thing with spread decks is that it would take 6 or 7 turns for your opponent to win, which was enough time to spread cheeks, but now with ADP, games could be over in 3 or 4 turns. Right? They get the turn 1 alter creation, and then just ultimate ray, ultimate ray, ultimate ray, 4 turns, game is over, 280 hit points. Right? Because it wasn't just the fact that they had that, you know, alter creation shortened the game. It was also the fact that they had 280 hit points. And Crimson, yeah, Lively Stadium helps it out. Bravery Charm is obviously good. Yeah, so you don't want to put Lively Stadium down for Gardevoir because then it just makes their Pokemon more powerful. Oh, okay, so they got Turo. Not quite sure how that helps them in this scenario. Get it? I'm not sure how it helps them in this scenario. Do you get it? Do you get the joke? Do you Press 1 if you get the joke. Press 2 if you're too busy laughing to get the joke. Because you understood the joke so well. Five? Is that how many toes you can fit in your mouth? Ah, they got it. Okay, so we don't put another multi-prizer on the field. Oh, they didn't even take the KO. They didn't even take the knockout. That's great. Okay, so then I'm just gonna hit their Mega Mawile. I'm gonna knock that out. We put you on the field. We go Wonders Patch to you. We knock out their Mega Mawile. Counter Catcher. Boom. Easy. Done. Suck my butt. Is this just a... Yeah, this is just... No, we have to... Yeah, we put the Fez down. Yeah, we put the Fez down, buddy. Yeah, bro. Yeah, broski, we put the Fez down. And then we go Hex Magic. Why would you need to do Black Friday deals on Foot Lotion? You should be buying it at regular price because it's high quality premium stuff. Risky Ruins also helps them as well. Because Risky Ruins puts damage on their Monkey Dory. Yeah, you know, I bought them already anyway. But yeah, Risky Ruins, you might think that would help. No, that just makes Monkey Dory stronger. So Risky Ruins is actually too risky in the Gardevoir matchup. Any card you can think just makes Gardevoir better. There is no stopping Gardevoir. Gardevoir's dominance will last forever. Until, you know, the only thing that's going to stop it is rotation. Wait, what's with the happy face? Hang on, how come they didn't have any Gimme Duel? What happened to all their Gimme Duel? Did they prize 2 of them or something? Yeah, how many love dolls do you have, Crimson? I got lots. I love my Guardy like every night when I can. You know, sometimes when I'm not streaming, it's twice, but oh, okay. But they can't win. What are you gonna do? Yeah, this is gonna probably be the biggest rotation I've ever seen. You know, you could say like, oh, when ADP left, but we still had Zacian. Okay. Are you just gonna try to wait me out here? Because you're like, oh, you're out of Wonders Patch? You can't possibly win? And my first rotation video will be on January 1st. And then I'll do like a full, so it'll just be like the top 10 cards rotating. And then once we know the official rotation date, I will do like a full primer about it. Because, you know, you gotta... Okay, you've taken 10 minutes, Boz. Okay, I've taken 5, you've taken 10. Let's get this show on the road. But yeah, so that way I can double dip. Because if there's anything better than double dipping, it's double dipping toes into someone's mouth. Okay. I mean, I can just bring up your Genesect. You do realize that, right? If I really wanted to, I can just bring up your Genesect. Yeah, let's just end turn. I mean, I'm gonna get something eventually. Easy Melon? Well, luck played a huge role in it, yes. Okay, there's no one you can bring. Are you gonna bring up the Fez now? Because you're a butt face? I have enough judges and lilies to wait you out. You're gonna time out before I do anything. I'm not giving up, T-Boz. This is a game I can absolutely win. Okay, this gets an angry face. Yeah, okay, what? And Rice Ninja, Jolted Box will actually get better in January. When Pikachu can play with its balls. You know, attach 2 balls to Pikachu and jiggle them a little bit, and you'll be happier than can be. And Crimson, I don't think Mega Absol is gonna get better. Zerosic? Well, that's fine. I don't have any good cards in my hand anyway. Alright, so let's get rid of Mew. Okay, alright, okay. Alright, one more time. Alright, so let's get rid of Mismagius, and then I guess, yeah, we don't even need the bosses. We don't need any of those. What? And then you concede. You hit me with a Zerosic, you emote on me, and then you concede. Everyone say T-Boz, more like T flaws. And Rice Ninja, so you know the pain of Americans wishing you happy Thanksgiving when the real Thanksgiving was a month ago. All right, so Florges apparently is the best card ever printed. And oh, this is the energy denial one. This is the energy denial one with Toad Scroll. Yeah, the true emo was inside of us all along. What do you mean, you fake Americans? Canadians aren't fake Americans. We're true Americans. I don't know. You know, did you know that to Canadians, everyone in the United States is South American? Did you know that? Did you know that fun fact? Okay, this is a terrible starting hand. At Moondust? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, we can win this one. We can very easily win this one, but I don't think I have the cards I need to win this one. We can easily win, but I don't think we can. That's a pretty good hand, though. All right, so Enhanced Hammer we probably don't need. Yeah, again, this is why you need the Bramblegast, is you need to be able to confuse one Pokemon, and then you just sort of keep the loop going. You want to know something funny? For the longest time, I thought there was 52 states. I never knew. When I heard it was like there's 50 states, I was like, I thought there was 52. I guess I just associated with like a deck of cards. I was like, oh yeah, 52. There's 52 states. Or I guess I always thought it was 50. And then you add Alaska and Hawaii. I guess that's what I always thought it was. Is you add Alaska and Hawaii to the mix, and like that's what it is. All right, so we go attached to you. This is a pretty goated start. I just need to find a basic. Okay, we got that. I just need to find a basic because we do not want to lose the Toad School. Toad School is going to be very important. We got it. Okay. We are deep inside them. We got the Cleffa. We got the dude. I don't think we need the Cleffa, but I want the Cleffa to die. Moondust, that's your one swear word. That's your one swear. All right, so Cleffa, you can go. No, you got the Florges. And Daniel, did you know that the president of the United States didn't even know that Puerto Rico was a part of America? Did you know that? He called the president of Puerto Rico doing a terrible job? Yeah. Did you know? Did you know that most Americans don't know that Puerto Rico is part of America? Did you know that the average American does not know that Puerto Rico is part of America? But no, Harry Mama does not fit in this deck because you need to use Bramblegast or Florges. One of the two. Florges is funnier, but Bramblegast just makes more sense. All right. If you don't want cards, then that's fine with me. Will Canada accept me? Only if you change your name to Lena. That's the only way we will accept you. I've petitioned the Prime Minister, which is a Canadian president. I've petitioned the Prime Minister that you have to change your name to Lena. Otherwise, you're not allowed in. Those are the rules. Do you know how I told him? I was like, how about you force Lena to be called Lena? Because he just say, how about, it was like, trust your pilot. How about we add some more people to our country, eh? And I was like, well, how about you change Lena to Lena? But Lena is the Canadian pronunciation, so if you move to Canada, that's what you have to do. Oh my god, the fact that Mismagius can't knock out a freaking Meganium is pathetic. Well, yeah, you got Crispin. Crispin will do things, you know, you can do Glass Trumpet, you can do, you know, Energy Switch with Ogerpon or something. There's lots of things you can do. Right? There's a Smear Goal that can accelerate 3 energy based on coin flips. There's so many things you can do. Technically, Lena, if you are an adult, you do choose your name. All right, so I 100% boss up the Kangaskhan, right? No, Cinderace does not work, okay? Do not joke about that, okay? So we go bosses on this guy. Hex magic, and see, again, this is why the Azelf. This is why Azelf is good. You keep gusting and stuff. So if you don't play Bramblegast, or even if you do, you just keep using Counter Catcher, and I was thinking Iron Bundle would be fun. Yeah, the technical machines are leaving. Rip Grimmsnarl. You can use. Isn't there one of the evolutions that does de-evolving or something? Well, Cinderace can be good, but you got to devote Slore Fots in your deck to 4 slots in your deck to it, and I don't think that's optimal. Hello, my name is Slore Fots. I'm the new Bond babe, the new Bond girl. Leah, you should change your name to Truckosaurus or Optimus Prime or something. All right, so what's my strategy? What's my age again? Because I can, it seems like it's a little too early for Xerosic, but, force them to get rid of several. Yeah, Megatron, there you go. What's with all these cool people choosing their names? That's not fair. It's also not cool when people change their names to, something boring. Yeah, go for Megatron or Optimus Prime or something. Go for something cool. Don't change it from, Keith to Steve. Go from, Keith to Megatron or Max Power or something. Or change your middle name to Danger. All right, let's just go Xerosic. Suck my butt. Yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do now, bro? Yeah, well, what do you think about that, bro? I'm in danger. Yeah, that's a great one. And I mean, Optimus Prime is gender neutral. Megatron is gender neutral. Yes. God, I watched Beast Wars was on Amazon Prime, and I had a moment of weakness, and I watched it. And oh my God, Megatron is so annoying. Every single sentence he ends with, "Oh yes, oh we will defeat them, yes." All right, so I have 0 cards that I can play. I think we just attach to you, take the knockout, take 3 prizes. Can I be named Foot Gobbler? Only if you live up to your name. You're only allowed to be a Foot Gobbler if you live up to it. And Rice Ninja, way too long. How about Bend Over? Hey, whatever floats your boat. I can tell you right now, they are not prepared for the Azelf. They are not prepared for the Azelf on a shelf. And keep in mind, I also haven't been getting my, crushing hammers. Yeah, way too long. Lotion Goblin? That's a good one. That's a good one. Very strange that they decided to attack with the heavily damaged one. And it's not like they can retreat anymore. So very, very strange line of play by our opponent over there. Wait, there's no way they retreat. Yeah, they're going to just take off some of the energy, or the one, because they don't have a Meganium. And then I'm going to go down to 1 prize. Clam Burglar, if you're here, Clam Burglar, do you see what's about to happen? Just, press 1 if you feel bad for Clam Burglar for being a Mega Venusaur believer. Remember, Clam Burglar is the one who runs the Mega Venusaur account. And that would explain why they are the way that they are. They're very sad because I'm about to sauce them up. I'm about to absolutely body this deck. Okay. Step 1. Oh, I was going to say, step 1, we go get a Mismagius. Well, we got a Mismagius. And then we go Fez. Ultra Ball away Poffin and Psyduck. We get the Toad Scroll. And then that guy goes there. I will... Yeah, let's go Night Stretcher for energy. Attach to the Azelf on a shelf. Unfair Stamp. Put him down to 2. I know they have the Mew and everything, so it's not as crazy. Okay. Lead HQ is good. Let's Crushing Hammer. So I want to get rid of the energy on the Venusaur. Okay, well. Never mind. I want to get rid of the energy on the... Well, never mind. We finally have the Handy Fan. So we retreat, take the KO. The Counter Catcher is never going to be used. And then the Enhanced Hammer is also never going to be used. Okay, so we go Hex Magic. The only way they can take the knockout is with the Ogerpon, though. And they have to put 4 energy on the Ogerpon or get a Meganium. So Pokemon League HQ, like, you can see where my ideas were coming from. Is like, well, you confuse them, and then you lead HQ, you have Handheld Fan, you have Crushing Hammer. Lunar Shade, I don't need a subscription, I'm the owner. So just, you know, I had ideas. I had ideas to make it work, but Bramblegast really is the one. You just, once you confuse somebody once, you sort of start the train rolling. So yeah, Bramblegast, don't worry about any of this. You know, yeah, Crushing Hammer, Handheld Fan, those are fine. But I think you start with Bramblegast and then go from there. I think Bramblegast is your start point. And then, oh no, we're going to lose, aren't we? Oh wait, do they don't have it, do they? What are they doing? I'm very confused right now. Oh, okay, well, you get a thumbs. Are they trying to waste time? Yeah, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but the fact that they have a fully blinged out deck makes me think they, you know, have things happen. Oh, crap. Wait, so they don't have a Meganium? That's awesome. They don't have a Meganium because they got rid of it. I guess they prized the... Oh, my God. Okay, I mean, again, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know, but they can't get that energy back, and they can only... Yeah, they're confused. They're confused. They have to flip through confusion. Oh, they got the confusion. Okay. But if I can still do the thing, we're fine. Yeah, we put the energy on, I guess. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because they just have the solar transfer, so who cares? All right, so I guess we look at their hand. Double balls. Doesn't matter. Because they already got it like that. And then we go... Oh, my goodness. You know, our coin flip luck was so good all day. And then as soon as we play Crushing Hammer, it fails. Soon as we switch over to Crushing Hammer, we get Tails. Well, I mean, we wanted Tails, but we just get Tails all the time. Okay, so our new win condition is don't lose. They got the big air balloon, so they can kind of bounce between attackers. Oh, they top decked the bosses. That's fine, because if they retreat into anybody, the new person's going to be confused as well. So even if they go for a bind down, we're fine. But I think we're facing a toxic Mega Venusaur player. Okay, flip tails, buddy. You know you want to. Oh, man. The one I was about to embarrass this deck, and then what the heck? This isn't cool, bro. Okay, yeah, you have to do it. So this isn't me. This isn't me being annoying. You have to do this. All right, but they have to be like out of bosses or something. They have to be out of Gust cards. This isn't fair. This is cruel and unusual punishment. Okay, do we have a bosses? We do not. We have a counter catcher. Oh, we have a de-evolution. Okay, so that wins us the game. De-evolution wins us the game. So I go attach to you. Sure. And then lilies for 6. De-evolution wins the game, baby. That's not a de-evolution, baby. Just needed de-evolution for game, baby. Just needed a de-evolution for game. That's all we needed. Oh my goodness. Okay. What are you, a beaver? All right. And then, yeah, we just counter catch those away. Yep. Could have gotten the de-evolution or hit a crushing hammer or something. But that would have made too much sense, right? All right. Well, yeah, I forgot about League HQ, but I was so tilted. And fun fact, I lose the game now. I literally lose the game now if they attack this turn. Unless they take the bait and they retreat. Because if they retreat, then they won't be healing the active. Oh, they think they're going to be smart. So unless they get a counter catcher, they will probably end up costing themselves the game. They're going to cost themselves the game here. They do not realize that they've just cost themselves the game. Because they're going to retreat. They're doing the smart thing. With the information that they have, they're doing the smart thing of attacking with the fresh Mega Venusaur. Of course, they don't realize... Clan Burglar, I'm about to win. Of course, they don't realize that the de-evolution wins it for me and they've lost, and they should hate themselves. And Clan Burglar, even when the coin flip luck was reversed this game, so they flipped heads every time, I flipped tails every crushing hammer, I still won. PDCGL gave Mega Venusaur every chance to win, and it still disappointed. That's kind of sad. All right, so we use the Wonders Patch. Damn it, the stupid Enhanced Hammer. All right, and then we go Lily's Determination. There's a chance we don't get it. There is still a chance we lose this game. Oh, no. If the last card in the deck is... If the last card in the deck is the Dieva... Oh, it was the second to last card. It was the second to last card. And then we got to sit through all these animations. All right, let's use online to raid. The YouTube video will just be the Brambleghast builds. Is anyone online right now? Am I just going to end the stream? Looks like Bedgemere VT is playing a grass deck, so we'll raid them because obviously they need all the help they can get. Lunar Shade, you're not even subbed. You don't get to make those demands. All right, so we'll raid Bedgemere. So thank you ever for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, they're not showing up there. So Bedgemere, VT. I'll be back tomorrow with Seismitoad, Wigglytuff, and then next week it's like Pawmot and like Flygon. Just the set is terrible. The set is terrible. So enjoy Bedgemere. I'm gonna have to raid and run. So be nice to them on my behest.